I've just spent over a week dealing with Poshmark support, and I am done. Hi everyone, my name is Leanna. I am a full-time reseller, and I am like here with Poshmark right now. I am so not happy with the platform, with the support, with the way that they do business, with everything about them. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to rant just so you are all aware. Okay. As you may know, if you watched my last video, I sold half a pair of boots, which totally my fault. I own that, and none of this would be happening if I had sent out the right item. So I know that, I acknowledge that. However, so I sent out the wrong boots. Customer opened a case. She was fantastic. The customer's been fantastic. That's fine. Sends the boots back. They have the wrong shipping address on them. I had updated my address like 2 months ago, and I don't know what happened. And anyway, they ended up going back to her. She messaged me on Thursday, so a week ago. Today's Friday, so just over a week ago. She messaged me and said that, hey, the boots came back, did you move, whatever. And I would try to figure it out. And I said, okay, I'm going to phone. I wish I could. I'm going to contact support, see what we do about this. What I should have done is brought Poshmark support into the conversation of the order. That's hindsight. It's 2020. It probably would have prevented me with a lot of headaches. So, you know what? I'll remember that. But I didn't do that. I emailed support on Thursday. Crickets, nothing. Now, I am not a Posh ambassador 2 on my Posh US closet. I am a Posh ambassador though, and I do still expect support to get back to me in a timely manner. I don't expect to wait over 24 hours for an answer. So, some sort of answer, some sort of reply. I emailed them. They come back to me on Friday night to say, oh, we've looked for this order. We don't know which it is. What's the order number? That will help. Okay, so number one, they didn't get back to me in what I thought was a good time. Number two, they asked for the order number. In my original email, in the first line, was the order number. So they're not reading my emails, they're sloppy. And I responded saying, this is the order number, just like it says in the first line of my previous email. Snotty? Yeah, a little bit, because I'm ticked off now. I need to know that these, you can reissue a label and I can get my boots back. That was Friday. We hear nothing. And yes, it's the weekend, so I really wasn't expecting to hear much on a Saturday. But anyway, Sunday, they finally got back and said, it looks like the Postal Service took the boots back to the buyer. We're going to refund the buyer and release your funds. So, Sunday night, they're telling me what I already knew happened on Thursday. It's like, I told you that they got returned to the buyer. Why? Like, why? So, that's fine. I emailed them again on Monday because I want to know what's happening with the boots. Does that mean I'm not getting them back? I got nothing. No response whatsoever, except for the canned response you get when you email support. Monday evening, they sent out a totally new email telling me again that the boots had been sent back to the buyer. Your funds were released and the buyer was refunded. It's like, tell me something I don't know. I replied to that email saying, hey, yeah, great, wonderful. What about my boots? Can I get them back? Nothing. No response whatsoever. I did again email them on Wednesday to say, what's going on? I need my boots. I want my boots. This is what's happened. And nothing. So Thursday. Today is Friday morning. Thursday night they did email me. I got it this morning. And it basically said, and I'm going to read it to you because I'm actually really ticked off about it. Wait, I got to find it first. Okay, no, not that one. This one. So basically it says, thank you for reaching out in regards to order number blah blah blah. It has come to our attention that the Postal Service was not able to securely deliver the return back to you. As a result, we have mutually compensate yourself and the buyer rather than have the order returned. Kindly note, this action cannot be reversed. Thank you for understanding. Best, whatever the girl's name is. Because she's just a messenger, so I'm not mad at if that's even a real person. Number one, I already know what's happened. You're not reading my emails. I want my boots back. I want the order returned. They're saying that basically, you're not going to get it returned. So, not only have I been fighting with them for over a week, they haven't been reading the emails I've sent. They've either ignored or they've missed information that's been in them. They're retelling me things that I've already known. And I'm not getting the resolution that I want. Okay? They decided instead of sending out an $8 shipping label with the new address on it to release funds to me in excess of $50. Can you please tell me how this makes good business sense? Why would you spend $50 when you only have to spend $8? The buyer isn't getting her boots regardless. If she is willing to send me my boots back, why would you spend over $50 when you could have just sent her a new label? When you know the situation, because I've told you she has 2 boots that are different. I have 2 boots that are different. So I responded to that email because I'm pissed. I'm first of all, you're spending money when you don't need to be spending money, and I'm going to get into that in a second. But you're also you pride yourself on being ecological. You want to save clothing from the landfills, and you do all this greenwashing, and yet now I have 2 pairs of boots that are going to go into a landfill because what am I going to do with them? Now, as for Poshmark spending money, this is money, it's not from the buyer because the buyer got refunded. So the buyer only got money back that she spent. I'm getting money for things that I shouldn't get money for, but it's my 20% that is paying that. It is your 20% that is paying for that. They're taking that money out of the 20% fee that they charge. Poshmark has highest fees of any platform that I know. They spend that 20% on useless features that people don't use, on parties that only certain amount of people can go to or even want to go to, and these parties are not cheap. They're not held at your local McDonald's. They fly employees over the country back and forth, and they have very nice parties. I'm not saying that they're useless or whatever, but they do spend a lot of money on that. They spend money on contests. And again, only a certain amount of people win them, but that's our 20%. It's not coming out of their pockets. It is coming out of our fees. We pay too much fees for what we get on Poshmark. It's way too many fees. It's so expensive, And I'm getting all in a twist here. The way that they do business, the way that they treat sellers is not good. It's just, they treat us very condescendingly, oh, it's okay, honey, everything will be fine. Like that attitude. They say that they try to empower, girl power, you go girl, all that stuff. But it is very condescending in my books. And if you truly want to empower a business, give them the tools that they need to succeed in business. Don't give them parties and contests and you go girl and stickers and crap. Give them what they need. This situation could have been fixed very simply. First of all, I shouldn't have sent out the wrong thing. I will say that and say that and say that. But number 2, they could have just sent a new label. Done. Done and dusted. I would have gotten my boots back, could have relisted them, made more money than what they gave me. So now, I don't know what to do. I am not happy with Poshmark at all. This has been a year in the making, almost a year. I was fine up until March. My sales were going great. I was fine doing the work. I was like, okay, this is what I have to do. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to get the results. And then they flipped the switch in April, and my sales went, and I was still doing the work and I'm getting no results. They had a ridiculous fireside chat, which was, I can't even describe what that was like. It was deer in the headlights, And it was a lot more of the, it's okay, honey, everything's going to be fine kind of crap that they threw out. I know here in Canada they brought Purelator on board for cheaper shipping, which I thought was going to work really well. It was working well for me. But that was a total poop show as well. They did not launch it well. It was sloppy. They didn't have the support behind it. And then they took it away, no questions asked, 2 weeks into it. So that, I was like, oh my gosh. And then, of course, summer was really, really slow. And then Poshfest happens and they say, oh, we're going to flip the switch back. You're going to be so thankful and lovely. And, you know, we're going to bring out this new feature. So this new feature, I gotta get this in, where you can get paid immediately. Now, in their defense, I did not go into it very deeply. I didn't look at it a lot because it's not a feature I necessarily want. But the way I understood it was somebody would buy something and you could access those funds right away, which would have been great for some people. But really, all it is when somebody purchases something, you send it off when they accept it. So when those funds become redeemable, you can get access to those funds for a fee immediately. Which, you know what, could be beneficial to some people. Don't get me wrong. But I go in, my redeemable is whatever. I redeem it and it's in my bank account like within a day, not even a day later. So they do this, they're going to, oh, we're going to bring out this, it's going to be so wonderful, but their reality is something totally different. This is my opinion, just so you know. Still a very easy platform to list on, and you know, you can make money, and I'm not shutting everything down or anything like that. Even though this morning I really, really had to fight the urge just to put it on vacation. Just say, that's it, I'm done, because it's only going to hurt me if I do that. I still need to make money. So no, I will not be leaving Poshmark, but honestly, my focus is going more and more towards eBay, where they treat you as a business. You are a business owner, and you get a lot more choices and a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? See, another word. You have a lot more to say in how your business is run on eBay than on Poshmark. So anyway, don't know what I'm going to do about these boots. The customer has been fantastic, so I'm thinking that I might just take this separate boot and send it to her. I'm going to make sure she has the other boot to begin with. Like, I don't want to send her a random boot when she's already thrown them out kind of thing. I think I'm going to do that, and I'm going to see maybe purchasing something from her closet, and maybe she could tuck in my other boot. I don't know. I'm going to look at that and see if I can do that. Anyway, thank you for letting me rant. I feel so much better now. That is it for today. If you like this kind of content, I promise you it's not always negative. Give me a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I do upload Mondays and Fridays for sure, and once or twice during the week as well. And that is it. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.